Lily, will you bring me a chapstick? Please? Thank you. Hello, everybody. I'm live. Thank you.
Hi, people.
Oh my gosh, go away. Goodbye.
Hola.
Really? Goodness.
I need to go.
Lily Marie.
I'm gonna go eat your dog.
Good.
He tastes good.
Children. Hello, everybody. Okay. Hi, Miss Tara. How are you? I'm happy that you got notified. I know we just got home from Dan's. I fed them. They have a lot of energy. I'm like, I'm gonna go do it live. So I was just like, oh my gosh. Sometimes I don't understand. I wish us parents had like a fourth of their, like, every time you have a kid, you get like a fourth of their like energy of like their of how hyper they can be. I'm just like, oh my gosh, because I know I could use that. They're just crazy. That's all I'm gonna say. How are you doing, dear? I gotta find my charger. When we rearrange the rooms, I gotta put their stuff upstairs. Okay, that's pinned. So what we're gonna do tonight, I'm really excited. So you can get if you would like a reading, you can get a reading. But I'm going to offer, if you share the live, I'm gonna have my video. Oops, if I don't break everything, my video up. So if you share the live, I have my pendulum, Posy. This is Posy, my pendulum. I will ask her, you get one free yes or no question. So that's what you get for sharing. And if you would like a reading, just let me know if you donate, because sometimes notifications are slow and stuff like that. So that's what we're doing tonight. So you could either ask a yes or no question and share, or you can get a reading. It's $20. I'm sticking with my earlier thing. You can get 12 cards for $20, or you could get a mediumship for $20. It is up to you for what you want to hear. If you share the live somewhere public, if your Facebook is public, Miss Tara, then you can share it, because it only notifies me. It only tells me that you guys shared when you share somewhere public. So it has to be like if there's a group that you can share lives in, or share on your page and stuff like that. So you just got to share it to your Facebook page or to a public group, and it will tell me that you shared. Hi, Miss Jen. How have you been? Long time no see. I feel like it's been forever. How are you? How are things? How's life? How was the holidays? How was New Year's? I know I don't get to do a lot of night lives, but I have energy. Before they zapped it all away, I'm like, I'm going to sneak away. I'm doing good. How are you? Hi, Miss Diane. I'm doing good. How are you? How are the baby puppies? I hope everybody's doing good. I'm so excited. So if you can't, depending on where you're viewing, if you share the live, You get one free yes or no question. I have Posey, my pendulum here, who can help answer questions. I played with her today, and it was so much fun. So I want to bring her on a live and allow her to do her thing. I think I think this is like the first thing, I'm pretty sure, besides like some cards that I had, but this is like one of the my first tools that I bought. Oh my God, Leo's been a brat too. It must be the age. Like he goes from being like a little, like he'll have days where he's really, really good, and then he's a real butthead. I'm just like, oh my gosh, Leo. Let's see. I see top fan and that you're a milestone follower. Did you share it to your Facebook, Miss Tara? Oh my goodness. I don't know how people it makes me wonder how people breed dogs and are able to handle all that puppy energy. I cannot imagine more than one Leo. I really can't. I cannot imagine. I just don't know how people do it. They must have like all the patience in the world. It's crazy. Here, let's see if I can help you. Miss Tara, did you hit this little button down here? Did you hit, because if you hit that, then you have, I can't read it backwards. If you hit share now, that would share to your profile, or there's groups. Okay, let me see. Okay, what is your yes or no question, my dear? If anybody else comments and says that they shared, I'll be able to see it. You can get one question, unless you want an in-depth reading. You can donate, and if you donate and get a reading, you'll also get a free yes or no. So you get both. Okay. Miss Posey, what indicates a yes for you tonight? What indicates a no for you? Okay. I always ask before I ask a question because they have a mind of their own. Like when I first started, I didn't know that I didn't realize how much she changes it and like stuff like that. So I always ask her what indicates a yes, what indicates a no. Okay, so for Miss Tara London, should she pursue George? Getting a no. George is a no. Started off really slow, but it was still a no. Like it was a small circle. They were like, no, I gotta know, my dear. You know what? Let me look. Where did you send it, Miss Gina? We had an interesting time at dance. Let me see. Oh, I did. I didn't see it because we had a long night at dance and we had some stuff happen at dance. I see it. Yes, I'll tell you about it tomorrow. What time are you available tomorrow? I didn't see that. I don't like driving. I'm not a fan of driving in the dark, so I definitely don't look at my phone while I'm driving. Like sometimes like I'll have it out in case of emergency, but when it's really dark outside, even though it gets dark at like 4:30 here. Drives me nuts. I didn't see it. Then she was hungry and I had to help her get out of her stuff. So I missed it. Let me know what your schedule is tomorrow. Anytime after 12 p.m. Central Time. Okay. Do you want to do it the same time we did last time? Is that your lunch break? Anytime before 3 p.m. is good for me. So that works. Is there anybody that you want to talk to, Miss Diane? Perfect. I'm gonna write that down. I'll write it down. Tomorrow's Wednesday, right? Who knows? I never know what day of the week it is. Yes. Okay. Perfect. I wrote it down, Mom. Okay. Miss Diane, have you been going through a lot of paperwork lately? She's showing me you at a desk and just I see papers everywhere and I see you like pushing things around and I see you organizing. And she's like she's like, and I feel like we're overwhelmed. Is this at work? Do you do paper? I should know this. I probably should, but I don't remember things. My brain doesn't remember everything. I don't know. She's like, that's the first thing I see, a desk, and I see arms and paperwork everywhere. Work and home. Okay. Is there something that she's just kind of, she's so funny. She's kind of giggling, and she was like, she's trying so hard to organize and get things together, but she makes me feel like I feel like you're overwhelming yourself. I feel she's making me feel like she's doing it so much harder than what she needs to. And she just starts laughing. Yeah, that's what she said, that you're trying to organize, but she's saying that I feel like are you organizing it into certain categories or do something, because she just makes me feel like you're putting more work into things than need to. And she makes me feel like she's trying. She shows me like her trying to like talk to you and be like, Diane, you don't need to do this. Diane, don't put that there. Put that over here. Like, I don't know if you feel like you have like if you ever had like an argument going on in your head while you're doing this. I'm hearing that is totally your mom. And it just makes me laugh because she's showing me her trying to help you and talk to you. And she wants you to know that if you do get overwhelmed with it, she makes me feel like she's showing me that she wants you to be able to take that step back and to be able to take a deep breath. She says she goes, sometimes we forget how hard it is to be a human because there's only so many hours a day, so many hours of this, so many hours of that we do in order to be able to function. Hi, Miss Kathy. That makes sense, Miss Diane. Well, she's saying that maybe I feel like that's what she doesn't want you to get overwhelmed with, is with her stuff. Is it just like, because she's showing me that some of that just isn't important. Like, she shows me she holds it and then she throws it in a fire. Like, I feel like there's just stuff that is there, and she's saying that we don't need to hold on to anything that isn't. She doesn't want you to hold on to it. She just she's talking fast. She says, don't hold on to anything that is not going to serve you anything. If it doesn't help you in this life, let it go. She doesn't want you to burden yourself. She says she wants everything to be easier. She's like, she says you're already stuck with your father, so you're already doing enough. Okay. Okay. Miss Diane, okay, I'm trying to piece it together. I'm going to see if you see. I've seen the ad. It's so, I always find it amusing, like the stuff that they show me and how they connect. I know I've seen this ad for this game on, I think it may have been from other games, or it's on, or Facebook. I don't remember where I've seen it. I don't play a lot of games on my phone, so I don't know. So it's that one where like it's this big block and then they have arrows pointing. Let's see if I can draw it, because I don't know if I can explain it. Let me find a piece of paper. I don't know what this is, but we're just going to use it. Okay, so I've seen this. Well, imagine it 3D, okay? I'm not going to do all of them, but I just want you to like get the point. Okay. So they would all be filled. So I just did it quickly so I wouldn't take up time. So like it's this 3D box that you can rotate, and like if you click on the box and this whole box disappears and goes up. So the point is to try, and then you rearrange them to try to get them all done. And I see that, but then I see your dad in the middle. Is your dad still having a hard time with getting around and moving around? I have no idea why it showed me that game, but it did, and I'm not really quite sure why. But it makes me. Does it feel like? Also, does it feel like maybe you get like 2 steps ahead and then things fall back? That might be what it is too. That sometimes we feel like we get ahead and he's doing certain things, and then he gets back into an old routine. I have no idea why I saw that, but that's what I saw. I know I've always seen that game, and it always looks interesting. But I know the ads always make games look a lot cooler than sometimes in what they are, but for some reason I saw that. Unless you need that, unless it's a good thing for dad for his mind that she's telling you for him to play, I have no idea. But that game came into my head, so I'm just sharing what they showed me. I feel like it was really weird. He's declining still. Okay. So that might be like just okay. But is there some things that are going on that feels like, that you guys are getting ahead and then we don't get ahead? I don't know why they showed me that game. I don't. He wasn't. Didn't he like doing puzzles and stuff like that, Miss Diane? I don't know. I don't know if you know what that game is. If I see it again, I'll send us. I'll take a screenshot and send it to you. Sorry, my love. Is his communication going down too, Miss Diane? Okay, that's what I heard. I heard the communication's gone down, and she keeps saying that the ships are sailing, and I don't know what that means. And I love you, so it makes me sad hearing things. She's saying that ships are sailing. I know, like she's making me feel like there's only so much that he can take too. Like I don't feel like does he only likes things in certain that he can only do like certain things in a certain amount of time frames, and then he needs a break. I just feel like she's saying things are just going the way it is. She's saying, but she's saying the more faith that you just keep holding on to. Yeah, I see. I saw something, and the best way, I guess. Sometimes I understand what they show me, but I don't know how to explain what they show me. But like, I saw these two like pink lights, and it reminded me kind of like of magnets that, like, when the magnets when they can't touch, that makes sense with the frustration. Like I saw the two magnets trying to touch, and I feel like there's only so much he can, like, so much that he gives, and then he's done. Is the best way I guess I can explain that. I don't know if he likes reading the newspaper. I don't know if he likes reading anymore. But she's saying if you just leave some things out, she said he may do some of it. It may not be for more than 5 minutes. But she's showing me that if you leave, I don't know. I feel like even though everything, she keeps showing me a newspaper. Like I feel like if you leave small things out, even if he only does it for like 2 minutes, or if he does get to 5 minutes, she's saying anything will help. I just like she shows me like things being laid out around him or into like somewhere in where he could see and grab. Hi, Miss Jen. Miss Diane, are you getting worried, my love? She shows me that you're getting really worried. And she makes me feel really sad. Okay. Right now, people. How are you, Miss Paula? Okay, she all of a sudden she was because she's like she goes. I'm worried about her, Tawny. She has a lot on her mind. I feel like we're getting sad, and she's telling. I don't know. She's bringing up the cross again, and the cross for me. There's only one. Miss Kathy is next, and that's all I have on lineup so far, Miss Paula. So there's only one more person, and we just started. I'm finishing Miss Diane, then I'm going to do Miss Kathy, and then I could do you. I always have time for you, Miss Kathy. You know that. So with the cross for me is always about keeping faith in your, just having that faith and holding on to hope, which is really and it's hard for it's I always feel it's hard to say some things because it's easier said than done. And then when I see that, it always reminds me of the star card, because that's what the star card they want you. I always see the star card too when I say something about I know you know what the star card probably looks like, but in case other people who are what? Girl, stop fighting. Or go to your room and play and fight. I don't want to hear it. If you can't play nicely together, then go do something else. They're all like sticking together. Like I haven't used them today. She just I keep hearing Miss Diane, there's just so much she's waiting for and so much that she wants to happen, and it just some days are harder than others, and she's saying that she just wishes it would all, she said that she's working hard to make it all just fall in line for you, and she wants you to know that you I just keep hearing that she needs to know it's all coming. It's all coming. So whatever you're waiting for, she wants you to know it's coming. I have no idea where the star card is. It must be stuck to something. It doesn't want me to show you it. I can't find it. Usually if I go through the whole deck, it usually pops up. Children. And does anybody want them? I can't find it, my love. Usually it's like the last card too, so I'm like, I don't know where it's at. It's not letting me. Oh, have fun, Miss Jen. What are you seeing? I got you, Miss Paula. It just came through. Thank you for telling me. You guys know I don't care if you tell me, because sometimes it doesn't notify me. Do you have any questions for her, Miss Diane? She's saying that you need, as much as you focus on you and the dogs, no, as much as you focus on your dad and the dogs, she's saying we have to be able, she wants you to expand out of your comfort zone. She said you expanding out of your comfort zone is going to get you to where, is going to get you to those goals that you are looking for. Ooh, fun. Let me know what movie you watch. Miss Diane, the last thing I'm going to tell you too is I don't know if you have anything planned for July, but she's telling me that July is something that she wants you to keep an eye on. Like, I know there's the 4th of July, but she's showing me fireworks. And with these fireworks, she's saying that I'm hearing big changes, big changes, big changes. So I feel like there's going to be some type of, she says something that you've been waiting for is just gonna pop up in July. Or it should be there by July. Did you have any questions, Miss Diane? Miss Kathy, you're next. Did you want cards or did you want mediumship? You're welcome, my love. Perfect. Okay. Let me send Diane's mom back to her. Okay, Miss Kathy, I want you to close your eyes. Okay. I see her doing this, but I feel it, so I don't know if this has to do with her either. But she's showing me her like placing her hand like in between your shoulder blades. Do you feel that? I know you messaged me, but I haven't gotten a chance to read it yet because we just got home from dancing with the girls, and I went to read I wanted to read your message before I went live, but I didn't, so I don't even know what you said. But I feel her hand there, and she's just. I'm getting all those overwhelming feelings again. You feel warm. Good. That's her. That's Kathy. I can feel the hand pushing, and I can feel like the tingles and everything. Everybody feels things differently. But that's Kathy. Kathy wants you to know that that's her, that she is with you. She's saying that she's like, I'm here. She's showing me, I'm hearing that it's been a rough time. Has it felt like that you've been trying to get back up and then something's in your way and it seems like you're tripping? She's saying if you're noticing that a pattern, she's saying then we just got to let it go. She goes, this is your sign to let it go. She goes, then she's saying if it keeps coming up, it's not changing, things aren't going the way we want, then they're not supposed to be in our life. Whatever that is, if it's work, if it's a person, or if it's a place. She's saying that you are she's saying, and then she kicks a can. She's just so, sorry, feathers. I didn't know you were under there. She's like, I'm just so annoyed and I just don't understand. But she's like, things are just other people just aren't allowing themselves to grow. And she's saying that's not, she just wants you to see that it's not your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. She's like, it's hard when you give the people in your life that you love everything they need to grow, and they either don't appreciate it or they don't accept it. I feel like she's also trying to heal you, Miss Kathy. Did her mom pass? Do you know? If she hasn't, then I feel like she's very close. I know that's not very nice, but like I feel her mom's energy with her. Um okay. Okay. She does show me though. She shows me that she goes, the one thing that she thinks is really cool, that she's really proud of, is she's saying when it comes to emotions, when it comes to all of that, she's saying that you're very good at being like, she's showing me like a river. Then there's a boat, and there's you in the boat, and you're kind of like rowing through. But she's showing me that she's making it a positive thing that you're in the boat, that you're not, that even though you're feeling these emotions and you're going through these emotions, like it also kind of reminds me of the Queen of Swords, like you're not just allowing your emotions to tell you what to do, that you're allowing yourself to think, be that clear thinker, to be, I could try and find the card, but we all know what happened when I tried to find the last one. Oh, well, I found that one. Hopefully I didn't lose a card. There's the Queen of Swords. Like that's kind of like what I see, but then I see her rowing in a boat type of way. And this is all about clear thinker. And even this has, oh, that's funny. This even has the water in the background and her not in it. So she just makes me feel like she wants you to know that even though you're going through these emotions, that you're not getting stuck in them and holding on and trying to fix and do for other people. She's saying you going past it. If that, I don't even know if that makes sense, but she's just showing me it rowing and you not getting stuck, I guess is another way I can say that. I know you like your beach. Have you not been to the beach recently? Have you been working a lot? Do you ever get to go and sit and watch sunsets? She's showing me like it's so cool. She's showing me like the water, and then she's showing me the sun setting, and she's saying some like going to a sunset I feel like would be very she's saying beneficial and would be very healing for you. Because I know we've talked about like you've always had a good ability of manifesting. We just, and I feel like something about the sun as it's going down and as the moon is up. um okay. I don't know. I just heard something about I see you with the sunset. And I feel like something with, I don't even know what the power of the sunset is, but I'm hearing a power of the sunset with the moon. I feel like some type of releasing and grounding would help. Let's see if I can figure this out. Let's see if it has a meaning. Oh, okay, that's cute. It says a sunset. I see things, but I don't always, they have symbols in that. Okay, it says a sunset can represent closing the book on a particular stage of life in order to start something new. Just as the sun rises can signal starting something brand new, the setting sun could potentially symbolize finishing a previous chapter in one's life in order to begin something else. So Miss Kathy, is there? This must be why I'm seeing the sun. I was told the sunset with the moon because you're a good manifester, and there's something that we need to close on. Do you know what she's talking about? I know you're always at work, but I know you like your beach, and I'm sad that you haven't been able to go. Hopefully that makes sense because that's what I'm hearing. Or that's what I looked it up. I looked up the spiritual meaning for that. I could take a pic. I'll take a picture. I don't know what's going on. I'm hoping I don't need a new computer soon. I'll take a picture of it and send it to you. Where's Miss Kathy? I know I didn't. There you are. I was gonna say I know I didn't open your message. You should be I'll send it to you. And I'll get back to you. Probably. I just saw a pink bird fly free. I like that it was a pink bird. And it's hard. It's hard to let go of stuff like that. But that could be the cycle that could be what did I say? Oh, the tripping and coming back around and tripping that they want you to be able to move forward. I'm having issues with I have to click certain things or else my computer's not working. I don't know if it's because we got new internet and it's just not working as fast. Who knows? Hey, Leo. Okay, let's see what else we have. It's a little cold, isn't it? Miss Kathy, have you been I know you probably haven't been seeing butterfly. Well, you might. You have. I don't remember where you're at. Have you been seeing butterflies or dragonflies lately, Miss Kathy? I'm hearing butterflies, even though that butterflies. They may not be in real life, but have butterflies been popping up on Facebook or when you Google or seen a lot of butterfly-ish things at the store? Okay. She showed I'm like, it is way too cold outside for butterflies. But I know it might be different where you are. But once I saw the butterfly, I'm like, it's too cold for them. That's her giving you signs. So I'm hearing if you're seeing certain things that it's landing on, it's supposed to be a sign. The colors are messages from you too. So she wants you to she's saying she wants you to pay attention to the colors and stuff like that. Everybody processes all of this differently. I read differently than my friend Misty or Belle or anybody else that that reads. We all interpret messages differently. So she's saying whatever, when you see that and you see a certain color, or if it's on a certain thing, whatever message that you personally interpret, if that's such a weird word, interpret with that, she's saying that's a message from her. She wants you to know that that's her, that she's been trying to communicate with you. She doesn't want me to give any examples of what I would, even though you know how I interpret things and what means what to me. But she's saying that it has to connect with you that way, because she's saying that's the best way that it's going to work. Girl, stop fighting. I don't know if this is gonna be weird. Have you ever felt like the relationship right now with Tom has it kind of, she makes me feel like it's kind of, I don't know. I don't mean this in a mean way because I've seen his picture and I know he's not. I know he's very handsome. So it's just very funny that she's showing me like Beauty and the Beast, but I feel like it's more about the relationship, that things slowly happen, that it wasn't like, oh my God, I love you. You know what I mean? Type of love. Like, I don't think, like, she makes me feel, and she's showing me Beauty and the Beast, but I see the arrows with, like, to their heart. So to me, it means, like, the connection that you guys had, that things, you know, like, I hear, like, the teapot lady when she says, something that wasn't there before, and she makes me feel like that relationship and, like, when they have that connection, how it grows. Um she's so funny. She's like Joe's like Luminaire from that thing, like the way he is. She's saying that she want that, even though she goes, even though you'll go through whatever, you feel is best, but she wants you to know, she's showing me, she wants you to know that you're well taken care of. Um oh my goodness, did somebody walk by? Are you okay, handsome? Oh my goodness, go tell your sisters. Go tell your sisters. I know. Go tell Lily and Isabel. Go tell Lily and Isabel. Sometimes I feel like he doesn't know who we are. Like, he doesn't know our names. Go to that person, and he just like stares at me like, I don't know who that is. You've only been living here for over a year. You should know your family members, right? No, I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much for the dog. Who knows? Does that make sense, Miss Candy? I don't remember what I said. Um, I don't know what we were talking about until I got barked at. Miss Kathy, are you going to get another raise at work soon too? I feel like there's an opportunity for work that's going to be coming within the next 2 to 4 months. I feel like there's going to be some raises coming your way. I feel like there's going to be some changes. Has like the kitchen routine changed? I feel like some people won't be able to hack. Some people, I just feel like some people won't be able to handle the pressure, and things are going to change, and a raise is supposed to be coming. What are we at? March, January, February, March. What was that? Leave feathers alone. You be nice to your little sister. I would say in March or April. With the way things are going, I feel like you would get. I feel like another raise would be coming. Do they do percentile raises for you? I can't remember. I keep seeing like a 3%, and I don't know what that means. Okay. No, I don't know why I saw 3%. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means at all. I don't know what 3%. I've never seen percentages in my life, but I saw 3%, so I just went with it. and shared what I heard. So that's what I heard. I don't know. Oh, you know what? I don't know. Miss Kathy, I'm wondering. Okay, so I saw another person who gets readings from me, and she's a cook. And I haven't talked to her in a bit, but like she came to my brain in her work. So she works in the kitchen like all day, all night. And I know she's in a position with her work that she works there so much. She's not an owner, she's not this, but she helps run the kitchen. I don't remember, I haven't talked to her in a while. I don't remember if she has a manager name, but I know because of all the work she does, she, even though she gets her paycheck, she gets that, but she also gets a certain percentage of, what they make because of all that she does. I don't know if they're going to offer that to you or if that is something that you are wanting. So with all the hard work that you put in, that you're making like that bonus thing. I don't remember what it's called. I don't work in the kitchen, but I'm hearing her situation because I remember she gets that. And when things are really good and they're really busy, she says that she gets more. I don't know if that's something you want to look into. I don't know what that means, if that's anything, but that's what I heard. So tuck that in the back of your mind. Maybe that's something they want you to be aware of for, we get a bonus based upon the summer sales. Okay. So maybe there's going to be a big bonus for the summer for you. I don't know. I just heard that and went with it. Do you have any certain questions for Kathy? I love saying that. And she said in the summertime, make sure you make your bosses plant a lot of flowers around the building. And your husband's popping in and telling you that he's the owls that you are seeing. He wants you to know he's still watching you and he's still there. He's showing himself as an owl. Well, Joe, make sure he protects his. Yes. I got a yes. I don't know what emoji you use because it doesn't show me. Let's see if I can see it on. Let's see if it pops up. Sis, are you going to be too hot in that? Are you going to be hot in that when you go to bed?
I'm sleeping with the blanket.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's not showing me your comment. I wanted to see if that was an emoji because I don't know what it says.
I usually only put it on my feet.
I heard. She goes, maybe. She goes. Some days he gets really close to seeing it, and then it's just like poof, Lola's gone. Is what she said. All of it. That's what I heard. I heard he gets there, and then poof, it's gone. Like this is just a really hard lesson for Miss Kathy, and I know it's so hard. I know it's so hard to see someone that you love so much go through something that they can't realize and they're not seeing. I have Miss Paula next, and if anybody else would like a reading, let me know, and I will write you down. I'm seeing all your other comments besides that one. I don't know why. And if you share the live and if you comment, you get one free yes or no question with Posey the Pendulum. And it's hard because if you tell him, then he's gonna explode on you instead of the other person. But then there are moments then he'll get mad that you didn't tell him, and that he'll get mad about that. It's like the hardest position. Like those things are so hard because then you never know what to do. But sometimes it's just it's hard because that could be his lesson, is learning through that. I know. Men are just dumb and stubborn sometimes. Miss Paula, did you want cards or did you want mediumship? Miss Kathy, I saw that you sent for one of the spreads too. Did I write you down on that? I did. I wrote it down. I wrote down some stuff and I couldn't remember what I wrote down. I'll do that after I drop the girls off at school. Because that's when Leo's also the quietest. Is there anything that you want the cards on? I'm here. I feel like he's okay. I say this with all the love and respect. I feel like he's being dumb, but I don't think he's going to be that dumb. I feel like he's not going to do that. I don't feel like his kids will allow that. I feel like he has I'm hearing his son. Is it his? I'm hearing there's a male. When I say son, that feels weird. But I feel like there's a male that he's really close to that's going to make sure nothing happens. I know he has a daughter, but I heard something about a son or a male. And it makes me feel weird that I don't remember any of that. Whatever comes out. Got you, love. Okay. I thought about like the brother, and like I remember those conversations. Like once I said son, that felt really weird. But then I heard it's a male. Like I felt that strong. Like I feel like, it even reminds me of the king of, I keep seeing these cards tonight. What is it? The King of Wands, I think it is. There it is. The King of Wands. Like I feel like this is this would be Joe. And I feel like that male figure is like always watching, but like I see it like as a fence, like a very protective fence to make sure nothing like comes in its way, if that makes sense. That's the way I see it. That if something bad happened, the lion would attack and protect. And that may be why I just got chills hearing that. That might be why he also hasn't learned this lesson fully yet either, is because of how much he's being taken care of. That makes sense. Maybe send your sources to Tom. Send your sources Tom's number and see if that helps. You're very welcome, love. I'll read your message when I'm done with this live, and then I'll do your reading when the girls are at school. As you can tell, it's much more peaceful. Okay, Miss Paula wants cards. Whatever comes through as I throw your cards. Ooh, I'm going to make it. Miss Paula, I love you too, Miss Kathy. Miss Paula, I heard we're wanting to make changes. We're ready to take some leaps, but I'm hearing that there's a little bit of fear, but they're saying they don't want you to live in that fear. Even though the rest of the cards don't go with anything that I just said. So they must have a lot of things they want to say. But I'm just going off of what I heard from the first card. And I'm going with it. They make me feel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They make me see you standing like on the edge and deciding, do I do it or do I not do it? Do I take this leap or do I not? Do I take this chance or do I not? Like this Knight of Wands is just so powerful for you right now. Like all I see so much. I love it. Like they're showing me that we're determined for this newness. Like this is always like the final push. I know that's one of the meanings of the cards that always stick to me. Some of them do. They're saying, but like since I see you standing on ledge, they're saying you're facing your fears. You're seeing things that you want to work out. You're seeing things that you want to do, and you're trying to get yourself to ready to do it. So they want you to take that final leap. They want you to know that this is your time to go, because there's rewards waiting for you. That there's better it kind of reminds me of the Lion King when like they go out and he says, we don't touch those shadowy places. We don't go out there. But I see it like the opposite, like those shadowy places. They're saying that's where you're going to get your reward. That's where your victory is, that we can't fear that. We have to go for it. But even though I said all that, we did get the Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups is coming in and saying that if we take this leap, we take this push and allow whatever changes that you are wanting to do, it's going to lead you. I'm hearing it's going to lead you into the arms of another man. Are we exploring? Are we allowing ourselves to be open to attract new people, somebody new? Miss Paula, are you still here? But I don't hear that this is a bad thing. That's what I heard. I heard that all of this push is going to lead you into something better. There's going to be a better connection. There's going to be a better partnership. I'm hearing there's just going to be I'm hearing a better understanding. Like, I feel like, I'm hearing there'll be less stubbornness. There'll be more openness. And I'm hearing the workaholic tendencies. I'm hearing will be balanced. I don't know. Like, are you still working on oh, good. That's not bad. Okay, let's see where else this is going. But does he feel like, but if he feels like a new man and if he's changing, that could be the arms of another man if he's being better. Does that sound like him, whatever I just said? Because if that sounds like him, that might be this, because if he's doing that, that's a huge change. Hi, Miss Christina. Okay, so that might be why. If that sounds like him, but like that might be why some people grow and change. They're a different man. So maybe that's why they're saying because I heard falling into the arms of another man. But this is you also taking that leap out of the faith and allowing yourself to do that. But it makes sense because I just said before I read that balance out that workaholicness, because I know he's a workaholic. But I'm seeing there's a balance now. Are you still trying to work on your work to only having one job so you can be home more? Are you finding that balance? Because that's the shit. I feel like that's the shadow when I see this. That they want you to see that there's better opportunities out there, and they don't want you to fall into old ways of thinking. They don't want you to hold yourself back. You got a promotion. Well, that's good. Is this where you don't have to have so many multiple jobs? Because I know you've been wanting to cut down one. Let's see with what you're telling me. Well, that's exciting. Promotions are good. I'm happy he's opening up. I'm going to send him a gold star. Good. Because that's what I feel like with the workaholic tendencies, with that in reverse. I know. What do I know? I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think of like what they're talking about. My brain is just not. My brain is functioning. So like they're just showing, like, it just means, like, I don't know, that card just means like having that workaholic tendencies, but they want you to be able to balance. And I'm just hearing that it's all about finding that being home more, and the more that you can balance it, because I know that's where you want to be. Oh, my dear, I don't know. Good. Well, what are you thinking about walking away from? What's going on? Because these cards are showing something that you're walking away. All these cards are never, like, this might be stuff to come, which sucks to say, but I don't know. Or is this her? Let me listen. Good, he better. Because there's only so many chances that somebody can give somebody. Tax return is coming. Don't make me drive out there, Miss Paula. Okay, Miss Paula, are we okay? So I feel like this is your inner child. Is your inner self, like, do you get these do you feel inside a little shaky and feel nervous with all this goodness that something's gonna happen? Because I feel like I'm hearing, like, I could feel it inside. I feel like it's your inner child that's scared that they're gonna walk away, that something's gonna walk away, there's gonna big change, and then we're gonna isolate ourselves to the point where we just don't want to talk to anybody. And that, why did I trust this? Why did I allow, I'm hearing, why did I allow this to happen? Type of way. And this is about, to me, when I see this card, like, I feel like it kind of goes with the Eight of Cups, about feeling stagnant, about, I feel like they don't want you to, they're saying, don't allow your head to control you with this. Like, they're making me feel like this is comes in, and don't allow your ego to take you in the wrong thing. They want you to stay focused and to allow yourself to see that I don't have to think this way. I don't have to let the past be what this is today and then get distracted. I think the Knight of Swords is like one of my favorite cards, because the Knight of Swords is coming in and it's telling you that, just because there's some different energy coming in and things seem like they're moving quickly, they don't want you to hold yourself back. They're saying, just because this is frustrating or this is going on, they're saying they want you to stay patient. They want you to see that positive and just stay in that moment. Right. And that makes sense. Like, all of a sudden, like, I was looking at the cards, I'm like, this isn't making sense with anything she's telling me. And then I just sat there and listened, and then I felt little Paula inside. So this is all on the inside, that we're feeling, because the Moon card in reverse is just coming in and telling you, don't let those fears block you. Don't let certain things block you from what's really going on. Honestly, I'm so happy that you guys are in a good place, because you deserve it. You've waited so long for it. You've been so patient. I don't think you've been anywhere near impatient. I just feel like the distraction and waiting has just been hard. Yes, I do, and it makes me really happy. And sometimes it's hard, I went through it with my husband too. Sometimes when we're so used to certain things, and then something good comes, we're like, okay, when's it gonna go away? Okay, when's something gonna happen? And sometimes it's hard not to think like that. But they're saying they don't want you to see that. They want you to focus on what is. Allow those emotions, those thoughts to to be let go. Okay, let's see. What does she need to know? These last two cards. Oh my gosh, you got like 10, 20 cards. Okay. I'm happy it's stable, and I hope it stays that way. Has he been working out more by you, or is work just a little slow right now? I love it. Keep being your true self. Keep allowing yourself to open up. And when I see this card for me, the King of Cups is all about staying aligned, making sure, and it's not easy. This is like the hardest. I have moments too. I'm not perfect. I have to remind myself too about keeping a balance with our ego, our heart, and for me, with like I always see this card with our emotions because of the water, because he's tuning. He's trying to tune and stay even because the King of Cups for me, cups are emotions, cups are all that. This is just you finding those emotional balance and being able to just keep yourself, in the now, in the here, using your wisdom, using your creativity, and knowing that things are going a certain way. Winslow just started back on the road. I love it. Is there anything that you want me to look into for Miss Paula? So what is probably also going on is that your inner child is probably just coming out with all those fears. But this is another man though. That might be why I heard into the arms of another man, because it's not the same from the last time we've done a reading, which makes me very happy, because when we jump timelines, or when we change for the better, we change into those, like he probably just moved up into that timeline, and he's moved up so much that his, like, your energy changes. It's just not the same because you're in a higher place. It must be why I heard the arms of another man, because he is another man. Because I don't know the last time you told me that things have been. I don't remember things being like that. Is Miss Paula and I'm gonna buy a house this year? I saw next. Is it next year? Next year. I saw 24 on the wall, but I wanted to see what Posey said. I think next year. Do you think it's gonna be like the beginning of next year? Yes, I do too. I feel like I want to say like from like a year from now, like literally a year from now, I feel like you guys could be buying a house. With the timeline you guys are on right now, as long as he doesn't need me to drive down there and beat him up, I think next year. I'm very proud of him. And I give you a big hug because that makes me so happy. I'm gonna try not to get emotional. Oh my gosh, Miss Paula, you're gonna make me cry. I'm literally here trying not to cry, like happy tears of joy for you. Like, you guys mean more to me than I think than any of you guys know. You guys are family to me, and I love being here for you guys. And I could feel the tears. That makes me so happy. I love when you guys get your goals and get to where you want to be. I'm just here to help fix your tiaras and show you guys where to go. Ah, the tears of joy. Well, that makes sense then. To pay everything off. Sometimes, kids, certain things pop up. So that makes sense that maybe to get everything done and over with, figuring out where you want to go, that works for your jobs and everything. Oh, Miss Paula, you're making me cry on a live with happy tears. I'm so happy. I've cried a lot today on readings. It's been a very emotional day. I love it. I'm so excited for you. I don't even know what else to say. I'm just so excited for you. Ah, the emotions. Good. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to hear more. But if nobody else wants a reading, I'm going to go put my children to bed because they have school tomorrow. And neither one of them go to bed until I go to bed. So I think they're still on the couch playing Roblox, whatever it's called. I don't know. Yes. Oh my gosh. I love it, Miss Paula. I'm so excited. I can't wait. Miss Cheryl, I will do it right now. I'll do it before I put them to bed. I can do that. I love it. I will see you guys tomorrow, and I hope you guys have a great night. And I love you all.